We've heard claims of this nature from the from Pentagon and the U.S. government before regarding Wikileaks revelations in the past when we released the information about the Afghan war, the Afghan warlocks in October 2010, and when we started releasing the diplomatic cables in December the same year. It was claimed that we would and might already have blood on our hands, quote unquote. The Pentagon line was such, but no harm came to anybody as a result of the publication. So I assume that this is a line that he is, and the Intercept is, picking up from the U.S. government.
Has WikiLeaks been in touch with the U.S. government at all before it released the name of the country?
No, we know pretty well that they are monitoring our organization, and they, of course, saw that we 72 hours beforehand announced that we would reveal this information, this very important information, to everybody, and so they knew well beforehand that we would do so, and they would have known, of course, for a year that this information was in the hands of journalists coming from Edward Snowden.
Now, I just want to get into the statement that WikiLeaks released, and that statement says that there could be more than 2 countries whose phone systems are being monitored right now by the NSA. 2 countries have been named, but do you know of a 3rd country or perhaps a 4th country as well?
There's a possibility that, and it was obvious from what has been revealed, that there was an intent to widen the scope of this project, and so there is quite a possibility that other countries are now included here, and this should be of extreme worry to the world population. That we now have the technology and the willingness for a government to abuse their technology to violate the privacy of an entire country in such a gross manner as we see now.
Okay, these Snowden files, as they've come to be known, they were initially released to Glenn Greenwald, to the Washington Post, to the New York Times, to Der Spiegel. It was a very confined group of people who saw these files. How did WikiLeaks get hold of this information?
I cannot discuss anything that has to do with our sources, or in fact any material that we might or might not have in our hands.
To what extent has your founder, Julian Assange, been involved in the decision to release this information?
Well, he is the publisher-in-chief, he is the editor-in-chief of Wikileaks, and of course he has been involved in that decision and has the final word on that.
Do you have any other NSA documents that you plan on releasing?
Well, as I said earlier, just as our general policy, we do not discuss anything that we have unpublished, so thereby refrain from discussing material that we might or might not have.
Has the NSA been in touch with you since you released this information?
No.
Okay, so we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks for joining us.